the same. We started to see a pullback overall market. If you look at a lot of the sectors, we're seeing a pullback, especially with AI and tech. Um, so main strategy for this week and uh, as we get closer to the Thanksgiving holiday, I'm just going to be looking for those stocks that show relative strength, have their own catalyst, and that may be showing signs of a short squeeze. So we're looking for those stocks. Just looking at base hits, not looking at long runners, and we will um, we'll continue with that way until the market starts to heat up again. Okay. All right. So let's look at some of the names from this morning. GLMD Catalyst sounds good, and low flow. Yeah, that one's a low flow. I saw that one. That one popped up. We've traded that one several times. All right. So let's jump into this. All right. So one of the stocks that I actually have affinity for, Quantum has paid us very well, and what's interesting is they pulled back, and we had they had earnings come out, and relatively, I mean, it's a small amount, but relatively high for their company, and then like a 1.5 billion cash position, and they have there's like a conference tomorrow. Okay, so um, we there's the Qs are on support right now, so we pulled back, but the Qs are on support right now. We have Nvidia earnings coming out this week on Wednesday at the close. So just understand how those different dynamics can come together, and we could create a bounce, right? We can have another bounce. So uh, QUBT is one of the top on the list to take a look at. We had that. We had earnings, and then it popped, and then this morning we started to pull up here, and now we have uh, very clear areas to trade around. Okay, very clear zones to trade around. So QUBT is one of those that could bounce. I mean, again, it's been on a downtrend, but we'll see what happens with the news. It's good news for the company. So we could see a reaction here. Okay. All right. Another one that we saw that popped up on the list, SGML. This one, it's now pulling back, but it gave some scalps actually. A nice clean consolidation, break to the upside, and then just higher highs and higher lows. And now it's pulling back. We may have another leg here on SGML that gives us an opportunity. So we will we'll see what happens there. Another one that was interesting, ZYME, is they had positive phase 3 data, that was released. So if you look at higher time frame, it's just been kind of it's actually just in the range, just kind of grinding up higher and higher, and then today it gaps up out of this range here. So if you look at 4-hour here, gaps up out of this range. The volume so far this morning, surpassing past 14 days or so. Let's see. Yeah. So this one I'm looking at now because it popped, pulled through VWAP, and then now it's ranging right under. So we have a tight little consolidation here, and we'll see if we break to the upside. Maybe we'll have some trades there. All right, ZYME. Phase 3 data is a pretty good catalyst, especially on one of these stocks here. Or like ZYME. Okay. All right. There's a few others here that I want to talk about from yesterday, last week. Earnings, CYPH, and liquidity trap here. The sellers would typically come in, and the stock was short off. But Friday, we had some trades there on CYPH, came alive, and then there's one that I missed. Y'all know I was mad about it. I missed that trade, and but all good. Good morning. Let me check the chat. Good morning, everybody. Drop what you're looking at in the chat. If I can address it, then I will. Um, so just let me know. Oh yeah, so CYPH, we're on a live call. Missed we took this trade, or I took this one. Then the pullback I missed, but then we took another one. It pulled up, broke out. So that one was one that we traded that I'm keeping on watch on. ONDS also. ONDS we traded what, 2 days? So we traded the first day earnings was released, second day play on, and then now it is approaching the highs from Friday. So that one is still on watch for me, and we'll see. We have some more trading. It was in a downtrend, and then it bottomed out, broke up to the. We had a breaker structure, broke out, and then now it's continuing higher. Actually, breaking through the high right now. So yeah, so this one is on watch. All right, CYCU is another one that we ended up. It's ended up giving a liquidity trap and ended up trading higher, and it's pulled back now. So that could be the end of the run. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. But we'll be there for it. All right. Good morning. Good morning. I hope you had a great weekend as you're coming in. I look forward to hearing about how things went for you, how your reviews are going, your weekly reviews. Okay. All right. Come on in. Come on in, everybody. Okay. So let me see. Talked about QBT. Okay. Now there's a few sleepers. There's a few stocks that I'm looking at. I won't cover them because I don't want to throw too many on the board. But just know, there's some in the background that we're looking at. Let me show you. We have GLMD. This is one that someone asked about in the chat. So this stock, we've traded several times. Every so often, we get a little run. It ran up, I think a few, like almost 600, 700% in one day early this year, maybe 1 or 2 days. It did that. So that one became like a massive trade. So, just low float type of stock that every so often news comes out, and the market traders just start to pile in there, and it squeezes. So the market has memory, right? So even sometimes if the catalyst isn't, you look at the stock, I mean, the stock is beat down. So every so often, was that, and yeah, in 2024 as well, 2024. I think that was the time when it was like it ran up, a few thousand%. But the market has memory. If traders been trading it, sometimes we could see something like that happen again. But nothing long term right here. As of right now, it's more of a C trade. We want to see like more of a scalp in the moment type of trade. Okay. Another one of those AMIX. You may see this one popped up. That has popped up on the scan. Few quick scalps. This one, maybe another, just like GLMD. Okay. All right. So let's see what else. Let me check the chat. What else we got here? Okay. I hope y'all are having. I hope you're managing your reviews. Week after week, you're journaling. I dropped in the Discord the video on the detailed write up. Continue to do those write ups. It'll help you grow. Getting those reps will help you grow. So continue to do those week after week. If you're on the live calls, like if you're in the Zoom right now, you can just watch the live calls. There's so much. Just watch last week. Last week was like, it was artful. It was like art. It was like just, it was such a beautiful. It was a beautiful display of how to navigate the current market. All right. Okay. So I have to talk about Google. So we have 5 minutes until the open. Any questions? Any questions for me? before we keep going. Any questions? Still breaking out, running higher. I remember looking at it here as it was approaching the highs. Yeah, SGML. Yeah, I think we talked about it, right? Amir? Yeah. Oh, maybe I